Welcome. Well, you're at home with Jim and Joy, and you are an important part of our EWTN family. And we are so delighted that you have welcomed us into your home. We would love to hear from you. So send us an email with a question or a comment to jimandjoy@ewtn.com. And today, our guests again are Rob and Lisa Wall. They are Catholic parents, they're educators, they're writers and actors for EWTN's The Roman Catholic, which is a wonderful show that happens on Saturday morning for children and adults alike, for the children at heart who are always willing to learn something new.
What about me? Is there room on the sofa for me?
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
I'm sorry,
Is that
Pete.
a penguin?
This is Pete
It's a
the
penguin.
Penguin,
Oh my
and
God.
he also appears on the Roman Catholic show. But Pete, I'm sorry, at home we have a no penguin policy. And besides, we just got a whole lot of new furniture around here, and you can't hang out with us today.
Yeah, no penguin policies happen a lot when I show up.
Yeah, I get it. You could be a problem.
Yeah, well, I'm out. Hey, there's always room for penguins.
But not at home with Jim and
And you
Joy.
got to speak to the health department about that. We just don't have like animals showing up here on the set. But and do you have a big part on the show, or do you just have cameo things? I thought Rob was the star.
Well, Rob's kind of my sidekick.
Oh,
This
okay.
is good to know.
I'm kind of really the Roman Catholic, but I kind of roam around in the refrigerator a lot. Oh, see, there I am.
There you are, and you are adorable. And sometimes you do overstep your penguin privileges on the Roman Catholic, don't you?
Well, it's in my penguin nature to do that.
Yeah, I've seen some episodes where you kind of got Rob into trouble.
Well, I don't think it was. I think Rob kind of gets himself into trouble.
Well, listen, we've got Rob and Lisa that are coming up for the next segment, and we thought you might want to pitch to them and wish them well.
Well, okay. Rob and Lisa are coming up next right here on Pete and Joy at Home with Pete and Joy. And Jim too.
Yeah.
So stay tuned.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. Well, you're at home with Jim and Joy, and we have Rob and Lisa Wall with us. They're beautiful Catholic parents and educators. They're writers and actors for EWTN's The Roman Catholic.
R-O-A-M-I-N, Roman.
And as we start this segment, Pete is no longer
Whoa,
with us.
whoa.
He went back to the freezer where he belongs.
He broke
does.
the
Yes, he
law
does.
in even being here.
That's
he didn't
right.
seem to care about that. And I don't know you all that well, but he really took a dig at you and said you're a sidekick on the show. I mean, that's pretty, whew.
Wait, he said a what? He said I'm a what?
Sidekick.
Sidekick. The penguin said that.
He did say that,
You're
Like
friend
he's making
Pete.
you.
And what's
Rob.
funny is he's not here to
To defend
have a little
himself.
conversation about it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I might do a
Take that
little.
up with him later.
Yeah, I might do a little side kicking.
Yeah.
When I see him next.
I think that's a good idea.
But he's fast though. He can't
Yeah.
fly, but he's very fast.
Yeah,
Like
keep him in the freezer.
Yeah, he's clever. That's why we keep him in there.
there you go, where he belongs. Now, tell our family the premise of the beautiful show, The Roman Catholic.
Certainly. So, like you said, you spelled out the word Roman.
Right.
We are Roman Catholics, but I'm roaming around the world, and the show started with the premise of I'm going to teach kids all about the faith by maybe going to the Holy Land or the Vatican or where some saints live, but not really going there. I'm a traveler. I stand in front of a green screen, and
You wear that shirt.
I wear this shirt, and I'm looking at the shirt because we had to. You know how many Hawaiian shirts have green in them? So we had to come up with find a shirt because you can't wear anything green.
That's right.
Because it will key through and you'll see whatever it is through. So then I travel the world and we teach kids about the faith. But as the character, I live in this apartment, this house, whatever you want to call it.
And his best
And-
friend, Pete,
Yeah, Pete is
lives
my
in the
best friend.
freezer.
And he's
Where he
in
belongs.
penguins, yes. And I don't know if I ever found out the story of why it was a penguin. Maybe because it was just a cute animal. I see Pete as, this is going to sound a little profound, is almost like a Peter, a Saint Peter. Peter was flawed, and boy is Pete, very flawed. But he also gave the message of Christ. You know, he was chosen as the leader of the apostles and our first pope. And I see Pete's role almost as that. He's much goofier than Peter was, but Pete is there as this voice of authority for me at times.
To keep you in check.
Yeah, keep me in check. And so I like that. It's much sillier and a much more complex relationship, but I think it's a great character. So we live in this house, and I am employed by the Pilgrim Travel Network, which is like an EWTN kind of like similarity. And I am sent on missions around the world.
Yeah.
And so I will get a call from my boss called The Boss, who looks a lot like me.
In a shirt and tie.
In a shirt and tie, yeah. But you never see my arms or anything below my shoulders, so you never see us in the same room.
I caught a show where you were either being fired or you were going to quit. I just remember that.
Oh,
one. It was
probably,
kind of
because
interesting.
I have many times want to just walk right out. So the boss sends me on a mission,
Yeah.
and then I go, and you know, that has evolved over the years as well. It used to be the boss would contact me through this elaborate rollout kiosk device that I would do buttons, beep, burp,
Yes.
and it would kind of like a hologram thing. And now we just have the smartphone you pull out and you do an app, and
He just kind of appears
Yeah.
up there
And it's
you
not like-
interact with him.
it's not like giving in to anything or like giving into the culture. Technology is
Right.
around us, and
Right.
we love technology. And many of our shows are about how wonderful technology is.
Yeah.
And as Pope Francis said, we need to use it wisely. We need to use it,
Right.
but to evangelize with it and to use it in wise ways. So we do have several episodes
Yeah.
and scenes that talk about
Yeah.
that. And our characters use devices, and I use a device because they're good.
Yeah.
but-
Right.
Yeah.
But how the whole culture needs to be advised and warned, even about the use of smartphones and how it's really affecting a whole generation
Yeah.
of children who spend more than 3 hours a day, and how it's messing with them and their view of themselves and how depressed they are. And so it is good that you're there and speaking into that and saying, there is a greater good for this technology and we want to use it for the greater good, and so does EWTN. But it has to have limits and boundaries, as anything,
Right.
everything
Yeah.
in moderation, the Word of
And
God
that
tells
leaves
us.
an opportunity to talk about a saint who maybe used a media, or a saint who used technology in their own evangelization, because they exist, they're out there.
Right.
Carlo
so everything's
Acutis,
a-
right? Carlo
Yeah.
Acutis,
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
that's Social media.
He's a great example.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to study through what's evangelism and what's the new evangelization, like what's the difference. And listening to the popes on that, especially St. John Paul II, he was saying it's not a new message, this new evangelization, but it's new means,
Yeah.
new methodology, new expressions. And we need to use all of this in our life and our time. The content is not changing, but the ways of communicating, we've got an array of things. We need to use them for this hour and for this time. And of course, the new evangelization is speaking to those who somehow, some way have been touched by the Lord, have tasted the Lord, and wandered away or have rejected the Lord. Versus evangelization are people who haven't heard, they're not baptized.
Right.
And thinking about what you all are doing, and one of the hallmarks has to be catechesis. And hopefully with these children watching, that they won't have to wander away or reject. Although that can happen too. We can do everything right and it turns out wrong. But there's less chance. Or even if it does turn out wrong or they wander away, it's in there. That's in there. It's in them and can be called forth at the proper time. And we pray for people and family members. And myself, I was a lapsed Catholic for years. But there's going to be the right time and the right hour. Something's going to happen. And part of
Yeah.
that is going to provoke that to come back out. What you've taught them
Yeah.
through your show.
One of the greatest things that's a recent development, I believe, with EWTN is the fact that you can get onto EWTN.com and see any of our past shows. It isn't just where do I find it? You can certainly still buy the CDs, by the way. Buy the
EWTN.com
DVDs,
/on demand.
Yeah,
That's what you're talking
it's the
about.
on demand,
All your
yes.
shows are up there.
And we are finding out that schools and homeschool families and PSR programs and even the school where our children attend are using our past shows, our library of shows for catechesis.
Yes.
Because, you know, what were you saying about finding the need for teachers and
Yeah, well,
catechists?
especially, I think it first came about during the pandemic when everyone was on lockdown. We were fortunate that the Catholic school that our kids go to, the grade school, stayed open. And our youngest son we had just finished the season, so we got the DVDs and he took it to school and brought it to his teacher's attention. So they watched that. I mean, that was a great thing for them to do then. And then, you know, fast forward a couple of years, and that third grade teacher, Mrs. Karras, was like, I remember Jasek telling me about the show. So she told the other third grade teacher, and they started watching it because they could find episodes that kind of fit the curriculum of what they were talking about there. And Pete has a great way of, you know, drawing kids in because he's silly, that great
There goes
sense of
Pete
humor.
again, stealing the show. I'm telling
Yeah.
you. Can't get
So
away
he's a
from the
good,
guy.
We're
he's a
done,
good
right? I gotta go.
catalyst.
She's right there next to you. She's talking about Pete. This is not, you know.
This is my sidekick. Oh, no. I'm going to get
He's the
kicked.
sidekick, yeah.
I'm going to get kicked for that one later.
Yeah, but it was just, you know, it's a great way, even for adults, you know, just to show them that Catholicism is not all like serious, and you can be funny and still be learning stuff that's going to help you in everyday life. A lot with the scripts, we try to bring in situations that you're going to deal with. Like one, our daughter Leah is really into basketball, and it was all about practicing, like we're practicing Catholics. No one's perfect. I mean, only Jesus was perfect, but we're not, so we have to practice.
And there's an episode we're doing in this new season where we're here to shoot that is all about Jasek is struggling with math and thinking that math is it must be so bad because like it must be evil because he can't understand it and it makes him unhappy.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's all an episode about faith and reason, how there's a separation today.
Right.
People think that if you're a very faithful person, well, you must not believe in science. And if you're very scientific, you cannot be
Right.
religious.
Right.
And that's happening again in our society. And they're both gifts from God. And so it's an episode all about understanding how we can use our reasoning side and our faith side to come to know the truths about what God is.
What's
giving
the
us.
age of your audience? What are you shooting for? Or what do they fall into? No, where would it be? You talk about faith and reason. So how do you connect that
Right.
with kids that maybe so young?
Yeah, I think
that's a
there-
gift to do that.
Right. There's really kind of a range. I think with Pete the Penguin, it's more like towards the younger kindergarten through third grade, stuff
Okay.
like that. But a lot of the content, we try to make it accessible so that they can understand it, bring down the language. But yet there's stuff in there that's maybe when they're a little older, or parents watching it, grandparents watching it, that they get a
Yeah.
deeper meaning of
And
it.
if there's a different,
So-
we have 4 different people that are involved in script writing. And you can see how they bring different things to the table.
Yeah.
Mike Masney, Steve Beaumont, they both write one too, and they bring in like these things that are great. That adults are like, that's funny because I know the
Right.
reference you're making there.
Yeah.
And whether it's the style of shooting or editing, it's something an adult can go, no, that was good. You know.
Yeah.
They may not like the Penguin because honestly, I don't like the Penguin, but they can get the jokes and,
I
and
like Pete.
along the way, you're like, I've never heard it put that way before.
Yeah.
I've never thought about that aspect of the faith in that way. Because I think it's important for any question that like a kid or a teenager or an adult, any question about your faith that you may have, don't you worry. There has been the same questions have been asked for
Right.
centuries. And the answers to those questions are there if you just
Right.
Yeah.
have an open mind and listen.
And the beautiful thing about everything being at our fingertips is like if someone were to ask us a question, we didn't know the answer to that question, we could say, I don't know, instead of making
Exactly.
something up,
Yeah.
but I can find out. And that's where Catholic Answers comes in, and
Yes.
all these great shows you could say, this is how you can be enriched and this is how you can learn, which is so perfect. Now, the both of you are also writers for the show, right? So
Yes.
how does the writing work together with well, Lisa mostly, how do you work with him? How do you do that? How does
You
that
do,
go?
you do the
I go
profound
to a
writing.
different room. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. You step out of the house for
Yeah.
3
I'm
months.
gonna look up profound. I don't know what profound means.
We usually have a meeting with the producer director, Michael Masney, Stephen Beaumont, Dennis, who does the part of Pete. And it's just like a collaboration of ideas first, and then we kind of like pick and choose which episode we're going to work on. Okay, like this, I really want to learn more about Mother Angelica. And so I'll take that script, or I really want to teach more about humility or whatever it is. And then when we're writing at home, we'll do like a little bit of it and then have the other person read it to see, okay, I'm not really sure what's going on here. Maybe you can clarify this, and just kind of like read over it, talk it out loud. And
And
Yeah.
we cannot say enough about how talented the post-production team is, and
yeah.
even the
Yes.
production team. We write this stuff, you know, and we can come up with the most absurd storyline.
they make it a reality.
And they will, we can like,
Yeah.
their episodes were like a bunch of stuff falls out of the freezer and covers Jasek in a pile.
Yeah.
And we just throw, how about scuba gear? How about a donkey? How about shoes from the 1900s? How about a carpet stretcher? You know, whatever. The props department, the team here, were like, all right, how do we get this stuff? How do we find it? How are we going to
Yeah.
make this happen? And then the graphics that they add in, the music, the editing, the layering of everything, and it comes out so slick and wonderful.
Yeah.
And it doesn't rival the cartoons on the high-end networks of cartoons, but it's high-end production
Yeah.
that is entertaining and educational and just fulfilling to
And
watch.
enriching, right? Which is
Yes.
good. And the deal is with, I mean, I can't even watch some of those other, I mean, cartoons back in the day when you and I were younger and watched cartoons, and what they see, it is so defiling. It's like,
Yeah.
I can't even watch things with my
Right.
grandkids. It's like, we're not even watching that. There's
Right.
other things to do. And EWTN has a beautiful lineup of
Yeah, they
other
sure
shows
do.
that they do too.
Of children's
Of
shows.
children's
There's about 12
shows.
other
Yeah.
children's shows. That's our whole kids.
My hope
corner.
is that they'll have just give Pete his own show, like a spinoff,
Yeah.
and then he'll go do his own thing, and then it'll be back to just me,
There you
me
go.
and my, and
You need
I,
to-
And
I
I
can
think
actually.
you should name it all about Rome and Rob.
That's a great idea, and then I can actually get some things for my freezer for myself.
You should do a show on resentment and forgiveness. I think that would be.
Thank
she,
you
she
for
could write
bringing
it
me
for
back
you.
down.
You know,
Thanks for
like,
bringing me back down, Jim. Thank you.
the different aspects to the show. Let's speak about, not only what you hear, but what you see, and how that teaches in a different way. The images, you're flying, you're going to different places, you're showing things. I think it's really important because there's just different ways of getting into the brain. And you can block talking so easily, but you can't
Yes.
block images.
Yeah.
And they're funny, they're this
Yeah.
or that, but you always bring it home, and it's being brought
And
home.
I
Kid
think,
might come away just remembering an image or two and what it meant.
Right, and they will have sacramentals on the table and talk about them, along with a map and something silly and a goofy hat. And I think one of the really important things that I want to do every time, and I have to remind myself every season, is to be as energetic as I can, because I'm getting older. I know I don't look that old. Thank you, Jim. Thank you. But I mean, we've been married 33 years. See, our oldest child is 31. I'm not young anymore. So I come here, and I have to remind myself to be up and energetic and a little bit.
Yeah.
Can you dial that
Over the
down a little
top.
bit, Rob? Over the top is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Because I want children, whoever's watching, to know that I'm okay with being a little silly and goofy here.
Right.
I'm going to put my guard down because I don't want to be so serious. Why don't you just put your guard down a little
Right.
bit
Yeah.
and then listen with an open heart. And I think that helps.
And we all might learn something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what you were saying, Jim, about all the different ways,
Yeah.
the vision,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
visual imagery that you see, really kind of brings back to what we were talking about yesterday, about how you go to Mass anywhere, it's the same Mass. So we are united globally. The Catholic Church is universal all over the world. And to see that, like talking about a saint in France or a saint from Mexico, or whatever it is, like to have those different images. And also the production crew, like Rob was talking about, the finished product. a lot of times they'll have captions, words up there that will give the definition of a word that maybe a kid has heard before,
Yeah, right.
but
Right.
doesn't really know
Yeah.
what it means.
We're going to take
so.
a break at this point, hold you over again for the final segment. It's a delight to speak with you. Great work that you all are doing. So we'll be right back. Plenty more to come. Don't go away. We have been having a wonderful conversation with Lisa and Rob Wall, and speaking about the Roman Catholic, R-O-A-M-I-N, the Roman Catholic, their kids show. And we just have several minutes left, and we just wanted to turn it over to you. I mean, you have such a rich life. You really do. 33 years of marriage, the 6 kids, they're involved in the show, a sense of mission. What do you want to share about marriage, family, your children, whatever you want to go with?
I think that being married, having a lot of kids is tough, especially with everything, you know, the way society has changed a lot. But one of the things that we've really have been intentional about is spending a lot of time with our family. Like we said, our kids are spread out from 31 to 11. So that's 20 years.
Yeah.
And they didn't, you know, our oldest was not always in the house when the little kids were growing up. So we found out, I don't know, a couple years ago that she really has
She being the oldest.
the
Yes.
oldest, Elena, who actually lives in Germany now.
Wow.
So it's hard, you know, you have to be intentional about keeping those relationships going.
Yes.
And she really is very intentional about that and has some kind of inside joke going with each one of the kids that we knew nothing about. So it's really,
And through technology, anywhere she is, you can
Yes.
call,
Yeah.
communicate with them, and that's incredible.
yeah, because I know when we grew up, all of my extended family, my mom was one of 11, I'm one of 6, and both sides of the family were Catholic, and we always used to get together for Sunday meals and stuff like that. You don't really have that
Right.
as much anymore. So we really tried to, as we were raising our kids, to be intentional about doing a lot of family things, and even volunteering for different places as a family, so that they can see you
Yes.
kind of.
And it doesn't mean like we go on a lot of family vacations. It means we're going to the band concert for your brother.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to the basketball game, and
Right.
everyone's coming.
Oh, yeah.
We're
No, and
going
you got to
to
make it a
soccer
family
game.
affair.
Let's
Yeah.
all go. Really?
Yeah.
And that's me. Really? Do I have to go again? But
Yeah.
it's, you know, it's in that being there, being present for each other.
Yeah.
That's what you feel later when you need it, or when you,
Yeah.
you know, when someone else needs it. So it's
Yeah.
an important thing.
Yeah. And the support and the affirmation that comes from a family, right? I mean, you get thick skin when you have a lot of brothers
Yes.
and sisters.
Yes,
As
that's
opposed to being
true.
an only child. And
Yeah.
I have 7 brothers and sisters, and they helped make me who I am today, the good and bad of it all.
Yeah.
But the beauty of growing up in family life and in the different culture, and you're in a 20-year span when you were raising your early children and the culture that it is now,
Yes.
we're talking a whole nother world.
Yeah. We've told our younger kids a lot, like, you know, your older siblings didn't have phones.
Right.
They didn't have the internet and stuff like that. So we're learning, you know, so we're going through this together. So if we change the rules, it's because we learned something new. And so we need to make adjustments.
Or they'll
So-
say, you're going soft.
Yeah.
What kind of parents are you? And part of
Absolutely.
that's true, you're tired.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
And it's like, you know what? That doesn't have to be an issue anymore.
Right.
It was an issue with those 3, but
Yeah.
not these.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
Yeah.
our time is up and has gone too fast. It was a delight to interview you
Thank you.
both. and
Wonderful being
Thank you for the
Yes.
gift that you've given to the church and to young people through the Roman Catholic and your life and witness as a married couple and loving your children the way you do. So we pray that you've enjoyed the show today and pray that you would touch the lives of others. You'd be a good steward of what God has given to you, as the Walls were sharing at the beginning of our show, that you have a gift. Give it away. It's not just receiving. It is more blessed to give than to receive. And as you give, you will receive. Store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, not on earth, and what's going to heaven are people. And this couple has given their lives away to doing that with their own kids and with the Roman Catholic, their show, catechizing young people. God bless you and God bless all of your loved ones. Keep it on EWTN. Bye now.